I had always wanted seeing Bettas with high-quality genetics, in huge quantity, in such a way to get affordable prices to the majority of those who, like me, appreciate this admirable fish, and this manner, get from many creators, success with good consistent genetic works. I am Betta Vitarazzi, amateur creator and scholar on the Betta genetics for many years, and I intend to, with this video lecture, make a summary of the whole work we made until now, 2014. In 2010, I presented at an event in Campinas, São Paulo, Brazil, a lecture that resulted in a video entitled, Strategy for Development of Bettas with Superior Genetics. This work, concisely, points to the following steps. The creation of an online platform for the registration and searching of Bettas, where anyone, since registered, and from anywhere in the world, can access it, to store information about their Bettas, their lineages, and about their obtained litters, as well as, get to this online platform, the genetic information about the desirable Betta belonging to another creator. A Betta genetics course with the fundamentals of the various theoretical genes that can act in our matrices. A descriptive document about the patterns of colors arrangements, the Betta's lineages, and the Betta's shapes. And a document containing a draft with viable rules for Betta judgments. Since then, based on this strategy suggested in this lecture, I started to develop each raised point. As for the online Betta genetics course, now can be accessed through the website. As for the document on patterns of colors arrangements, lineages and formats, in that same site you can watch the video lecture, Betta's analysis. Descriptive characteristics of the more traditional Betta's lineages, and the major failures that must avoided in Betta phenotypes, that serves to guide for those who wish to start their journey to become judges in specialized exhibitions, or simply, for those creators who need to evaluate your next matrices to give sequence in their particular works with their Bettas. As for the document containing the rules for trial, we divided into two fronts. Betta's judging criteria, with the presentation of the evaluation worksheets, both by the judges during a trial in a specialized exhibition, as by the creators, to assist them in the evaluation of a desired matrix. And finally, provide a software based on these worksheets, containing the philosophy displayed in this lecture, which will facilitate the organizers of these exhibitions, in the definition of the winner's placement, as well as the quick overall classification of the scores of all the Bettas. Given the huge amount of detail involved in each of these two parts, we intend to create two specific video lectures to treat them separately. As for the online platform for the registration and searching of Bettas, as we need of the knowledge on programming languages, required for making a program to be hosted on a web server that controls the man-machine interfaces, knowledge that I do not own, as well as, for the construction and management of the platform's databases, only have developed the detailed flowcharts containing the philosophy and the operational procedures required to the platform comes true. Now I intend to give a brief explanation about this philosophy. As in any network platform, initially the user who wishes to keep their information about its work with the Bettas inside it, must register itself on the system. Name, email, city, country. In response, the system sends to the user a screen, containing a questionnaire to be filled in. If the user is a creator, or not. If so, what are the lineages which creates? And in this case, the system opens an additional screen, with several classic phenotypes, so that the user can click on what is working. And if is developing a new strain, it informs this condition in the screen sent, and the system provides another additional screen for the creator to configure according to the characteristics observed in the litters, and so on. Then, the system asks the user to register a password, and informs that will send to the email address, provided by it, the generated creator registration number. It is with this registration number and password, that the user will load its data into the system. However, anyone may freely access the website without the need for any password or prior registration, and search all the data stored in the system database. About the creators. The leaders. The creators' lineages, be them existing or new. About the registered Bettas, including the Betta photos involved in the research, which may be printed by the users, and that way, can build the genealogic trees of their interest. Now we will show what we think about this platform may provide. To register data. About the creators. The leaders. The lineages. And the Bettas. To consult data. About the creators. The leaders. The lineages. And the Bettas. To modify data. About the creators. The lineages. And the Bettas. And the platform administrative part. Only accessed by the team dedicated to this purpose. Did you notice that each registered Betta has a 4 letters code? I refer to this code as leg band as a reference to the rings placed by the bird creators on the legs of its registered birds. This code is automatically generated by the system at the time the creator sends the photo of the Betta to the platform, and it is unique for each registered Betta. In short, the leg band number of each Betta contains the following information associated with it. The father leg band number. The mother leg band number. The birth date of that Betta. The code of this litter. The creator registration number. The owner registration number, if this owner is also registered as a creator in the system. And others additional information, such as the sex of the Betta, whether it is male or female, if the Betta is released by the owner for mating, etc. As an example of application of this concept, we have these 3 datasets, each one associated with each Betta leg band, as part of a hypothetical family tree that has been downloaded from the system, and printed by the user for its research. Let us look at the leg band of this Betta. As for the litter code, it is composed by the number of the birth date, preceded by the creator registration number, and finished by a capital letter A, B, C, etc. To differentiate in the system, the other letters coming from that same creator, in the example, the creator 0694, from its other Betta couples, and that may have been born on the same day. Finally, the owner code, if this is a registered creator too, as we saw earlier. Note that, initially, and for obvious reason, the system assigns the same creator number to the owner number. Thus, as only the Betta owner can access the system to change the Betta leg band belonging it, the creator, and current owner, via the option Modify Betta Data, changes the owner code for the new owner registration number. Without this change, the letters of this Betta cannot be registered in the system. After this change, the old owner, and registered as creator too, will only be able to access the data of this leg band through this option. Without entering in details, since there are many resources available on this platform, we can observe that the system assumes that all data provided by the creator about their lineages, their litters, and their Betta's photos, are true. It is clear that these information provided by the creator may be completely fabricated by the dishonest creator. However, what will separate the good creator of the dishonest creator will be the passing of the time through the results of their works, and the feedback to the system by those who have purchased their Bettas, and has been deceived. That is, The system will provide the evaluation of each creator in a transparent and immediate way, through reliability degrees. In this way, quickly we'll separate the chaff from the wheat, which also consider another important sub-product provided by this platform to the community of Bettas creators. Therefore, this platform would be the dream of the honest creators, which want to store and share their genetic information about their Bettas work, transparently, as well as, to have at your fingertips, the information of other creators about their available matrices. In this way, any creator will not count just with the illusion of a beautiful phenotype, to give sequence in their lineage's works. However, as I will show below, let us analyze the other side of the coin. This platform, even with all the benefits that would bring to the community of the honest Betta creators, has little chance to happening. And why? For many reasons. As we know, any system has costs. 1. For developing and deploying of it. 2. For hosting of the system in a provider. 3. The maintenance and management of the same. As for the design and deployment, in principle, there would be no costs for no one, because could be done by volunteers. However, if placed, the cost may be high, because the system, although it is not complex, is huge and full of specific details, which will require a lot of time and dedication of expert people. As for the hosting of the system in a provider, even this cost being small, it is an expense. And it is not fair that few people must pay by all other creators, so that everyone can have the free benefits of data registration of their work with Bettas in the system. As for the maintenance and management of this platform, there is the need for people responsible for these tasks. Here we have the first difficulty. As for expenses, there is a need to raise funds. However, who will manage these funds? Remember that many volunteers contributed free of charge for the construction of this platform. However, let us continue with the reasoning. If there is funds collection, there is the need for transparency and accountability to the entire community of registered breeders. Let us see the second difficulty. How could it be treated all claim of every kind that always emerge? Whether relating to contributions payments or those relating to the data registered in the system, for any reason? As an example of this need, there must be the figure of the sensor to check if the photos sent by the creators to the system are even of Bettas, and not pictures of any other nature, before being released to the public. Nevertheless, who will execute these essential and required tasks to the proper functioning of the platform? Therefore, a platform of this magnitude cannot be under the care and responsibility of a single person. Imagine that huge quantity of registered and stored information in the system, with data about the creators, who creates what, with data about the Bettas, about the lineages, about the litters, etc. Many consultations going on, everything working well, rogue creators being unmasked before the community of Betta creators. And suddenly, just like that, the platform owner solves disabling it for any reason, and all is lost? Therefore, everything points to the need to exist an association, or a club, or any other entity. On the other hand, we can observe that in all other species where there is crossings control through pedigrees, as in dogs, cats, birds, horses, cattle, etc., there are legal entities issuing such documents, some of them with more than 100 years of existence. I believe that a similar process will have to occur with Bettas, at the risk of, in little time. If it is that we are not now in it, just will have visually beautiful phenotypes with little chance of continuity. Even so, With all the obstacles discussed in this lecture, inside of the series of publications prepared by us from the Betta project, could not leave to approach the subject about this powerful and essential tool that would be this platform. This tool also could serve as a showcase to the creators, expose their awesome works for the entire world. Well, here ended my lecture. See you.